Have you ever won an argument and felt amazing, only to realize later that nothing really changed? You might have even sensed a new kind of tension with the other person. We've all been there. It feels good to be right, to have the last word, to prove your point with a killer comeback. But let's be real for a second. When you talk your way to a win, what have you actually accomplished? Most of the time, you haven't changed their mind. You've just cornered them. You've bruised their ego. They might nod. They might smile. They might even say you're right. But inside, they're just waiting. They remember that feeling of being put down, and that resentment will pop up later, maybe when you least expect it. It's a victory that costs you trust and goodwill down the road. It's a short-term win with long-term consequences. So, what's the alternative? Instead of talking, we act. Instead of arguing, we build. Think about it. When you focus your energy not on winning the debate, but on creating the result, the entire dynamic shifts. Your work, your project, your success, that becomes the argument. And it's an argument that no one can refute. It's undeniable proof. Let's say you're in a team meeting and everyone is debating the best strategy. You could spend an hour trying to convince everyone your idea is superior. Or you could build a small prototype. You could run a small test. You could gather real data that shows your approach works. When you come back and present not just an idea, but a tangible result, what is there to argue about? You haven't humiliated anyone. You haven't forced them to admit they were wrong. You've simply shown them a better way. The proof is right there, solid and real. This isn't about avoiding conflict. It's about choosing a more effective, more powerful way to make your point. Action commands a different kind of respect. It has the quiet confidence that comes from knowing your value isn't based on how loudly you can speak, but on what you can create. People might forget your clever words, but they will never forget the results you delivered. So the next time you feel that urge to jump into a debate to prove someone wrong, take a step back. Ask yourself, can I show this instead of saying it? Can I build the proof instead of just making the case? Stop fighting to be right and start building something so undeniably right that it speaks for itself. That's how you win respect. That's how you create real change, and that's a victory that lasts. Thanks for watching, and if this resonated with you, consider subscribing for more.